Now, why is understanding the nervous system so important when we want to step out there and do something positive in the world? I'm Helen Draper, the founder of Climate Calm, and today we're going to be focusing on book 3, which is all about empowered calm and how you can step out into the world to have a positive and ethical influence. When you step into different environments, there might immediately be a different felt sense of the stress levels in the room. If you go into a busy office working environment, you might notice this, or perhaps it's if you step into even a difficult conversation with family and friends, or perhaps it's in a community setting where there's some activism or change making going on. You'll feel that sense of speeding up. You'll feel that sense of perhaps people taking shorter breaths, speaking faster. These are all signs of sympathetic activation. And it can be really productive in short bursts and in an immediate response to a situation when it is a genuine emergency. But if you're talking about something like a global emergency, where you need insight, you need connective, holistic responses, you need to actually be able to slow down enough to broaden the perspective. If we're fighting a polar bear, we're tunnel vision and we focus in on what's the immediate threat in front of us. But when the nervous system senses a threat, it tunnels down and it focuses in. And when we're attempting to solve something that's of global urgency but not an immediate threat right in front of us, we need a broader, more holistic perspective. Now, what's happening in the mind here in the sympathetic state is really interesting. As you narrow down, as blood pressure increases, as the breath becomes shallower, the mind is wired to look for a worst case scenario. It becomes more egocentric, and you'll notice that in yourself. And maybe if you feel a bit more defensive in that highly stressed environment, you are likely to see limited options. So the brain can become very binary in this state because there's a sense of wanting to restore a sense of safety as quick as possible. So if you see a solution, you're going to jump on it. And others will be feeling that around you. So if you're working in a problem-solving space, in community or in a meeting, you'll feel that others want to problem solve perhaps a little bit too quickly when everybody is in this heightened state. And it's really interesting. It's actually changing the wavelength of the signals in your brain. From a neurological perspective, it's called a high beta state, and it's very quick and it's very reactive. And it also, on a biological basis, wants to problem solve as quickly as possible to get you out of this state. And that feeds off others as well. So you become increasingly dysregulated together. Whether you're standing up on stage or a council meeting, or you're just feeling a little bit dysregulated by a conversation that you're having in a one-to-one setting, or you're doing some voluntary or community work and feeling that it doesn't quite align with your values, that is the same system and process kicking in. And once you can start to take control of that and to start to understand how your nervous system's functioning and how you can activate the parasympathetic state, that broader perspective, that calm insight, that becomes really powerful. If you found this resource helpful, if it's inspired you to explore more, there is plenty more available through the Climate Calm community at helendraper.com. See you soon.